Welcome to the Explainer. If you clicked on this today because you searched for something like "Give me best blenders review types" video, looking for the absolute ultimate guide, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we are on a mission to conquer kitchen prep once and for all with the 2026 Blender and Food Processor Buyer's Guide, backed by some incredibly comprehensive data from Best Blenders Hub. Okay, let's dive into this.
We've all been there, right? You're staring down a cutting board piled high with veggies that need mincing, or you're exhaustedly trying to hand whisk some incredibly stubborn batter. You're just tired of the endless, tedious chopping and mixing. But honestly, finding your absolute perfect appliance match in 2026 can completely change the game. It's really all about taking those frustrating bottlenecks in your daily kitchen routine and eliminating them for good.
So instead of just rattling off a randomized top 10 list, we've structured this explainer as a categorized buyer's guide tailored specifically to your lifestyle and needs. We're going to cover essential criteria, check out the heavy-duty powerhouses, look at budget and compact heroes, explore versatile family combos, and finally wrap up with an FAQ lightning round.
All right, starting with section 1, essential criteria. What actually makes a great blender?
Before you even look at a brand name, you've got to check out these 4 foundational pillars. First up is power. This can range anywhere from a modest 300 watts all the way up to a roaring 1500 watts. Then capacity. Are you just whipping up a personal morning smoothie, or are you prepping a massive 14-cup batch of salsa for a party? Next is safety. You absolutely want to look for double locks and suction bases so things don't go flying. And lastly, ease of cleaning. Because let's be real, if it's not dishwasher safe or super easy to take apart, it's literally just going to sit in your cabinet collecting dust. And this brilliantly illustrates just how massive the power differences are across the market based on your needs. A 300-watt motor? That's your compact buddy, perfect for basic daily blending. Moving up to that 600 to 700-watt range gives you a standard, versatile middle ground for chopping and pureeing. But if you're dealing with thick dough or need serious ice crushing capabilities, yeah, you're definitely looking at that massive 1500-watt heavy-duty tier. Which brings us right to section 2, heavy-duty powerhouses. We're talking the 1500-watt plus models. 1500 watts. I mean, it is genuinely hard not to be in absolute awe of that number. That is a massive amount of raw power sitting right on your kitchen counter. This tier of machine is truly built for the serious home cook, someone who demands maximum performance and needs to effortlessly crush rock-hard frozen fruit without the motor even breaking a sweat. Let's compare 2 absolute titans in this category. On the left, we've got the Ninja Kitchen System. It rocks that 1500 watts, but just look at that capacity. A huge 72-ounce pitcher equipped with their total crushing blades. It even includes an 8-cup precision processor bowl. Then on the right, the NutriBullet Triple Prep System. It matches that 1500 watts, but its real standout feature is the smart vessel recognition technology. When you snap on either the 64-ounce pitcher or the 32-ounce cup, the base literally recognizes the attachment and lights up the exact specific commands you need. It's incredibly intuitive. But wait, there is a third powerhouse we absolutely have to highlight. The 88-ounce heavy-duty combo. Get this, it hits insane speeds of up to 25,000 RPMs. It features a manual control system with a pulse mode, which gives you exact, hands-on precision over those high speeds. So if you're tackling incredibly tough dough, or you literally need to obliterate ice into snow, 25,000 RPMs is going to get the job done in seconds. Let's move to section 3 and see how this builds budget and compact heroes, your space and wallet savers. We really need to look at the stark contrast here. On one hand, you have those heavy-duty heroes we just talked about. They have a massive footprint, take up serious real estate, and are essentially a permanent countertop fixture. But compare that to the Sweet Crispy model representing compact convenience. It runs on a highly efficient 300-watt motor, weighs an incredibly lightweight 8.71 pounds, and is super maneuverable. This perfectly demonstrates how vastly different buyer profiles need completely different machines. If you're in a small apartment or on a tight budget, there's no way you want a permanent 1500-watt fixture taking up all your space. Now, what's really interesting about this slide are the unique perks these budget-friendly heroes bring to the table. Despite only being 300 watts, the Sweet Crispy combo actually comes with over 8 attachments. You can grind meat, knead dough, and slice veggies, all with this one compact glass jar model. On the right, the Hamilton Beach Power Elite bumps up to 700 watts with a 40-ounce glass jar. but its standout feature is the patented wave action system. It continuously forces ingredients down into the stainless steel blades, meaning you get incredibly smooth results without having to constantly stop and scrape down the sides.
All right, Section 4, Versatile Family Combos, the all-in-one marvels.
These are your ultimate kitchen sidekicks, specifically designed for batch cooking and busy households. We've got the Songken 5-in-1 combo, facing off against the 11-in-1 combo. The Songken boasts two massive 2.0-liter usable bowls running on a 600-watt motor, absolutely perfect for families cooking in bulk. Meanwhile, the 11-in-1 combo gives you a 14-cup processor alongside a 51-ounce blender jar with 700 watts of power. If you're trying to conquer a large-scale family meal prep, these machines are designed to make sure you only have to run a cycle once to feed the whole table. And because these models are usually operating in chaotic, busy family kitchens, they heavily prioritize safety. We're talking built-in overheating protection so the motor doesn't burn out, intricate lock security designs, and double lock safety systems that guarantee the blade won't even spin unless everything is locked perfectly in place. Throw in the suction cup bases for stability, and these features are absolute lifesavers that prevent those messy, clumsy cook disasters when you've got a million things happening at once. Let's wrap things up with Section 5, the FAQ Lightning Round, answering your burning questions. First up, noise. The average noise level for these appliances typically ranges from 70 to 90 decibels. Now yes, firing up a 90 decibel machine at 6 a.m. might just wake up the neighbors, but honestly, that's simply the reality and the cost of having high-speed, ice-crushing kitchen processing right at your fingertips. So the crucial point here is really understanding what these machines can handle day to day. Many of these models absolutely can handle hot liquids, which is fantastic for pureeing soups, but please always check the manufacturer's guidelines first. You'll also be super glad to know they're typically backed by 1 to 3 year warranties, and replacement parts are readily available online or at local retailers. Plus, as a great bonus, a lot of them actually include some really inspiring recipe guides to get you going immediately. I want to bring this explainer home by looking at this direct quote from the Best Blenders Hub analysis. Investing in the right appliance not only saves time, but also sparks your culinary creativity, making every meal a delight. That right there is the whole shebang. It isn't just about blending a smoothie, it's about finding that perfect kitchen match that makes you actually excited to cook. So, I'll leave you with this provocative thought to chew on. What culinary adventures are you currently missing out on simply because your kitchen setup is holding you back? Take a hard look at your current tools and imagine how upgrading to the right 2026 appliance could completely revolutionize the way you experience cooking. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy blending.